It's a decent amount of plastic we're gonna need. Not much as before, but decent amount, because everything needs plastic. Do I tap to that one? That one, or do we continue? Okay, I'm annoyed by this. So, what do I do? It's a hard question. Like, it's easier and makes more sense in that way, I guess, to just use the plastic we already produce. Well, to boost that production and use that. I would say a reason I have for that is I mean, it's not gonna be hard doing it here either. We just make another factory. But then whatever we make, we need to move here. Or, I mean, that... Damn, it's tough to make decision. Like, I'm limiting myself how much I can produce in this one place, right? No matter what, we are limiting ourselves. Okay, also, there is one thing with this. It seems by default it's always going left. Yeah, you have to... I can't press C here. Yeah. Okay, so we do need to extend it a bit. There is a trouble. 100% there is a trouble. So now I need that. And, well... How to deal with this? I don't know why I'm looking here. We need to make those radio units. No matter what. I'm just thinking how to do it. Like, I was even thinking making that production... Is it here, I think? Here? Somewhere there. And from there then transporting, but... because there is limit how much we can buff this. Like, we have 2 of them, and sure, we can buff them, but it's a limit. I do feel I should be here in that regard. And we can tap on that stuff, I guess. Does feel somewhat logical to make it here. Make ourselves another. Oh, one more thing is... It's not scanning, but... we also need this. And that's... something we already have here, but it's kind of going like that way. I would have to transport it pretty far. Not the biggest issue. Like going up to this. So I would have to make either another line... or split it here and then go this way. If we want to make it here. And it does make sense. Well, that said, we do need these. So in some sense, it would make more logical to make this in that factory and just bring it thing. The problem I have is the way I made that factory. I kind of block myself from expanding a bit. I mean, we can always just work something out there. Or would I consider making another factory for just... But yeah, there is gonna be a problem with this. Amount-wise. Because when you're transporting with something like this, there is no fine number when I do conveyor belts. So what, I mean, there is a solution. Solution is we split it before conveyor belts. And that might be a thing we do. Let's see, can we get to numbers of stuff? Right? So for this, I want 1 turbo per. Well, for 1, I don't know what we are even making related to this, what we are making related to this, what we are making for this. Doesn't mean we have to make 1. $1.5. We could make 1.5, which, yeah. I don't even know how many of these I'm making. Six. So we could go double with just that one, but then we can go double because of this. Okay. Because I think I made this one. No, this one is related to this factory. You're producing 2, you are using 1.5. So we can go up to 2. I could easily buff this one to go 2. These are gonna be good in a way. So if we buff you to go 2, we can go 2 easily. We just need to... Okay. Modular engine. Let's check that. Just... I want to check it so I know where to go with the next line of. I want to write myself amounts of everything we're gonna need, so we can just roughly consider options. So that's down. I like how this is all stopping because it's not being used for anything. Like we have all production that's not working, but I'm building in consideration as everything is working. So it's these 2. Oh, we have 4. Okay. That needed 2. Well, actually. Did that set 2.5? If it said 2.5, we can go double. As fuck. So, if that's the case... Yeah, 2.5. Damn it! That's annoying. Double is 5. And I don't think we can... The way we set the bottom one is for 4. So we can't really do 5. We can do 4. I mean, that's not bad, still. If I get myself to 1.5 rockets, that's good. It's gonna take ages to go, but, well, better than expanding the engines back there. I mean, I could make 2 of these and make it split and then, you know, figure it out. It's gonna do as much as possible. Or just double it. Okay. So, turbogens. How much we want? 1, right? 1.5 roughly would be a good option. 1.5. Where are we at? 6. Wait, you need cooling? You need cooling too. I already don't know how much cooling I'll be making. Because I forgot that we might split something. So 6, 12. We are doing 2 there, and I think we are making 15, if I remember correctly. I think that's in this. Yeah, we are making 15. I'll leave that for now. So that's a problem. Hey, Merlin. I'm trying to figure out the amount we need to make, so I might need to double this. So if you're doing 15, that's very little over this. So what's that? 25%, right? That's 1/4 up, 25% up. 25% up on this is 1 point something, right? Not worth. Okay, that's 6. So we. Oh, ah. Okay, so that's 6. What roughly do we need related to that? So here we need 3 for this, and I said I want to do more, so we'll see. And then for this, oh, motors are needed here. That's fine. 7.5. Damn it! Well, actually, it's less because this one I want to do 1.5. 6. So I would need to double my production on other factory, which is doable. Oh, sorry, you asked how. I'm doing good. For some reason I read what. Okay, so just related to that, I will need to buff myself with that. And that's not that hard. We'll just need to expand everything we did. That's fine. We'll need to do it right away. And that's for pushing it to 1.5. I don't know, do I want to push for 1.5? But I think that's roughly the best approach at this point. Okay, so for there, wait. What do you mean 2? 1 per minute. This counted as pair? Why is there is 2 here? Oh, you're every 1 minute producing 2. Well, good, you're gonna be producing 3. So term. I'm just gonna write the rods for 1.5 term rocket. We're gonna need, so engines I'm gonna ignore. It's just all the new stuff. We're gonna need 1.5 turbo engines. Turbo eng. Gonna need 4.5 cooling. Okay, so not codecs. Okay, so here 1.5. Now we go for 1.5 and oops, I pressed tab. 1.5 and I close it. Genius. We need 6 cooling this. Need 3 radio sun units. 4 motors and 24 rubber. Okay, so that's roughly main part. So we're gonna have to double this. I could do that easily. And because of the rubber, we want to bring it here. Unless I decided otherwise, but no, also nitrogen. We already set it up here. So it makes sense to bring it here. So we will need double this. Which I could easily do by just putting these two so we don't have to mess up with space here. Okay. So let's focus on radio units. Because this is set up, we just need to double outputs. Okay. How many radio units? 3. So you would need to be buffed. And I wouldn't mind access, but do I go back and lower everything? But yeah, it's fine. So 4, 3, radio, something. We need 48, oopsie, 48 alu casting. I don't know how to write. We need 1.5 stall costs 2, and that's scary part. Computers. Okay. Well, let's do in order. 1.5. Press costs. Needs 27. There's, I think it's 27. 21. Cable. Again, scary part is computers. That's gonna need a lot of work. And we need 3.75. Okay. I don't know, will we have enough space here? Let me try to cut this. Copy. Can I? You know what? That's enough. Well, looking where I can save some time. I'll figure out from that. Okay. So we need only 2 computers, right? Two computers. For that, we need 8 thirds. What? That's hard one. We need 16 cable. 32 plastic. Which is not much overall. But, well, it's gonna be adding from these. Really, 8? That's so annoying. For 8. 8. We need. I think that's 16. Copper. And 32. Okay. I would not. Do we do rest here? Yes, we need to read this. Interesting. Do this to save. I know that is stupid. So for 16 copper, we need. Sorry. We need 20 for 10. So for another 6, we need 8. 28 copper. Okay. Then for cable, we need 21 plus 16. I would say that's all. So we need 21 plus 16, 31, 37. A little bit more here. I just care about numbers right now. 74. So for, what did I say? 16 plus 21, 37. 37. Even. We need 74 wire. Which goes to half of it in copper. 74, 35 plus 2, 37. Oh, there. Okay, so we roughly have what we need. Okay, I don't know, do I have much more space for writing? I would write everything, add everything together, but now I'm back at thinking where what. It makes sense to do it here, in this place, because of the plastic. Or I set up another plastic production. So all this I can easily do there. Like, nothing is much for what I'm doing, just, yeah. Forgot about this. Is that the next one, probably? Yeah. Okay, let's just go slowly through everything. So cooling systems are here, turbo engine is there. So we care about this. Alu castings are there, but they are being delivered here. Crystal oscillator wherever we built. It's all doable here. So the comp is problem. 2 computers. Okay. So what do we do to 2 computers? I could cheat and just put those crystals in and buff 1 computers we have here, and then we just deal with it that way. Make it back at the other factory to get all this. We make another layer on the bottom factory and we make it there. I could do that easily and just cheat for comps. I don't want to do that. The plastic is only issue I have. These two, 64 plastic. It's not the biggest issue. It's relatively gonna go. Oh, it's 64. That's annoying. That is annoying. Why it's annoying? Because it's over 60. If it was exactly 60, it would be perfect for us here. But the problem that it's going above, it's a bit annoying. Because I can't easily pull it out. I feel I should do it another place. Everything. We set a factory for radios there. I mean, in that case, we can set up the rest here. beside cooling. Actually, this might work. Yeah. Because I was now thinking about delivery stuff. You set up the other factory far away, and I want to deliver it by air, which makes more sense.